Hey there, and welcome back to Am I the Asshole? Magic the Gathering edition. Tonight we have another Reddit story. Am I the asshole for not letting my friend use proxies? My buddy wants to proxy 2 cards for a new deck, one of which is his commander. Right now they're listed as around $50 each, and he says it's fine because they're only pricey because of collectability. He says the deck is for fun, and he claims it's not powerful, so it shouldn't matter. I don't want to play a deck with proxies in it because it's a rule I don't think is fair to break. I'm concerned this will lead to using proxies in all of our decks. However, I'm willing to make a proxy deck to play his proxy, but he doesn't want that. Am I the asshole? He wants to proxy 2 cards. $50 each. That is $100. That is half of a grocery bill, my friends. That is half of a grocery bill. Magic the Gathering is a very expensive hobby to have. I know this. All of my decks have really expensive cards in them. We bought them. I'm a proxy-friendly community for like 100 different reasons. One of the main reasons being I want Magic the Gathering to be accessible. It's a very expensive game to play. And in our economy right now, I think that proxies is how Magic the Gathering is going to stay alive. So you have to imagine, like, here's 100 cards. If each card is $1, that's still $100. For some people, that's just not doable. Like, I want to play with my friends. I want to teach my friends how to play Magic the Gathering. Why should I expect them to go and spend $200 to build a deck to play with me? I used to be on the other side. I used to say, if I don't own the card, I'm not proxying it. You know, like, because a part of me was like, oh, if you already own the card, then you want to have it in several decks. That's fine, whatever, I don't care. But like, now I've just seen it from all angles. And I want people to be able to play to the full extent of their ability and their brain power. So proxy your decks, I don't give a shit. Go for it. Let's go ham. I think that if you're gonna be rude about 2 cards, get your friend a gift, I guess. That's just nutty. Am I the asshole? Yeah, 100%. I think playing through Moxfield is exactly the same as proxying. You don't have that physical card sitting in your hand. You're playing with a proxy, which is the online version. And I think being able to play through Moxfield is awesome. It's super accessible. Some lower level tournaments have even started letting proxies be used. You're playing a buddy, not a competitive game. Chill. With how expensive the game has gotten, proxies are fine, especially if you discussed it beforehand. The only time proxies are not okay is when they go over the power level of the table and give an unfair advantage. For example, going to a casual game and I proxy Mana Crypt and Gaia's Cradle. Personally, I proxy a lot of my commanders just to have better art. Some people here are concerned that allowing people to proxy would infect the group with higher and higher playing power, which is an interesting thought. Yes, exactly 55. Right. I think one of the greatest benefits of proxies is being able to playtest your decks. Is being able to playtest your decks and make sure that you actually enjoy things. And that way you're not wasting money on singles when you're just going to eventually like take that card out of your deck. I think that the proxies are just, you know, I still have proxies in a lot of my decks. Like my Siona deck has proxies in it of land cards that I already have several copies of and I don't want to buy more. Like I have, oh god, here, let's take a look here. I've got proxies of like, shit. They're not even good proxies. I got like Windswept Heath. I have so many copies of this card. I don't feel like buying more. I have Winds of Wrath in here. I'm planning on buying it, but I don't want to buy it until I buy more singles because it's cheap. And I don't want to spend the shipping cost until I buy more cards. Okay, look, Mox is a very expensive card, okay? But I do own a lot of copies of that card. I do. So I will be using it until it's banned. I don't give a fuck. It's staying in my decks until it's banned. Let's hang out with friends and play a really fun game. Let's not spend a bunch of money on it, I say. You know? Like, people that can't afford it, all the power to you. People that can't afford it, I still want to play with you. Proxy it, please. You know, it's about community. It's about hanging out with your friends. I don't want to play against people's wallets. I want to play against their brains. I want the game to be accessible to people, especially in our economy as it is today. And as long as you're not trying to pass proxies off as real Magic the Gathering cards, you're fine. Look, Sin, we're not playing Monopoly. There's no need to crush anybody. Yeah, all in all, this guy is a total asshole. Let your friend proxy his $100 worth of cards since he can't afford to buy them right now, you piece of shit. That was really mean. Sorry. Let your friend proxy his cards.